Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Basement Card Collector. Today's video is going to be a March Madness video, a look through some of the things I have in my collection covering and relating to the NCAA basketball tournaments for the men's and for the women. I have a little collection here of things, and I was watching the tournament games today and I thought, I wonder, it'd just be nice to go through and look through some of the things that we do have here in the basement of the Basement Card Collector. Just got some cool stuff that I've just slowly been accumulating, collecting, and that I have, and I thought I'd make a fairly quick video running through some of those things that are somehow tied to NCAA March Madness. First off here, I do things like most of you folks. I have a bracket. And on this bracket, I'm going with UConn. And I have some nice looking games, some games that are like, what are you thinking? But it's just part of what I do. And it's kind of cool because what I've done in the past, here's my wife and my kids, we all fill one out. And it's just fun talking about who you picked and didn't and why they did. And another cool thing that I do, I keep all those brackets. And so I have a file folder with all of the brackets running back to, I think I looked yesterday, 1990. What is it? 1990. Yep. There you go. March to St. Pete, 1999. And UConn, ironically, won that year. They beat Duke in the final. Ohio State, Duke, Michigan State, and UConn in the Final Four. So four big schools, and it's just kind of fun to store those in a little folder and then occasionally look back through. Check out what we have here on the stage today, though. We have received through the mail former Duke coach Mike Krzyzewski and his 5 NCAA championships. Gino Auriemma of the ladies in the UConn team. Look at that autograph, super fun. There's a Mike Woodson below, current IU basketball coach. And the black and white photo to the right is signed by Damon Bailey, one of my favorite Hoosiers. You can see the Hoosier theme here. We are recording live from Indiana, and that's just what I've been my whole life, an IU basketball fan. And so you see Coach Knight in the middle, one of the coolest things through the mail. Right beside him, Shaquille O'Neal through the mail. And I mean, how about this? Just a piece of assembly hall. My wife's grandparents, who were super awesome and huge IU fans, they have both since passed away, but they just have they gifted me their collection of Hoosier goodies, if you will. And so the piece of floor is just something that Damon Bailey autograph, this little wooden logo. It just sits on my, you can't see it here in the shot, but I brought it down for this, and just wanted to show some of those cool cards and some of those cool things through the mail here. Back to the ladies' side, Coach Muffet McGraw, 2-time national champion. She sent this really cool card through the mail as well. Now, this is one of the coolest things. I can say that because I'm strong enough in my beliefs. I love the Hoosiers, but how cool is this? Mr. Gene Cady. He sent this on his own, and actually one of the coolest things also, he sent this really cool, and he answered my question, this really cool note card. I just asked him a couple questions like, what do you do with yourself? He's like, Dear Jason, I collect coins. I read 40 books in the last 6 months. Also, I love to play solitaire. I have a room with all of my collections. Thank you for your interest. Good luck and be safe. Sincerely, Gene Cady. So he sent that. He put that in the mail along with the 2 cards I sent. And so here's the card that he signed. And he kind of goes along with Bob Knight, kind of the yin to the yang. Gene Cady. A couple other championship coaches. A couple years ago, Mr. Bill Self from Kansas. I thought this was fun. Denny Crum, the Louisville Cardinals. Very cool. NCAA champion as well. And then actually I was putting the envelopes away and realized he also stuck in an index card that he signed. I almost tossed that. Speaking of current coaches and current parts of the NCAA, how about head coach Dawn Staley? This would be her rookie card on the SI for kids. She was a player that you can see there at Virginia, but now she is one. She's a national championship coach of her own right. Super pumped to get that. And I was a little nervous to send that in the mail, actually. This was kind of cool. She is a former champion, former UConn player for Coach REM up there. How about Miss Rebecca Lobo? I think in my brain, she's the first big name that I remember watching on TV for those UConn teams. Put that one up here. And then to close out what I have here, I just have a collection of Indiana basketball players. They did not make the tournament this year, but still have a bunch of players that I'm just really cool to add. Mr. Steve Alford, he is a current coach at Nevada, but he was a champion 1987 Hoosier basketball player. Here's Mike Woodson. He's the former player, but he is also the current coach. So we got him on two customs. And then I would call these like the recent but not too recent Mr. Jared Jeffries. He actually took them to the title game, got beat by Duke. And then this is a Brian Evans on card from one of those, kind of before the draft pick cards were popular, but a Brian Evans. Same time frame here, Mr. Alan Henderson was an absolute beast. And then another Damon Bailey card, which is probably my top 2 IU basketball players. And I have a TTM sent out to Calbert Cheney. They are, for me, probably my 1 and 2, first and second favorite IU players. And that's about it. I just wanted to show some of my NCAA cards to go along with the bracket. It's a really fun thing to watch, seeing underdogs beat the big boys and the overtime and the last second shots. It's just a really fun thing, and I know you like it as well, and I just wanted to make a quick video. So March Madness marches on, and I thank you for watching my video, and I will see you next time.